That Svoboda would have made a good arbiter, hmm? Oh, just a little jest. No, she struck me an over officious buffoon.
Well, things are going poorly here, huh? That was pretty cool. It reloaded my pistol like it said it would.
Over here. Well, I just look forward to sorting out this entire messy affair once and for all.
Alright, we got 2 skill points. What we gonna put them in? Well, we're gonna put them in. Gonna put them in observation. What the?
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
Yeah, I had a few questions.
Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
This is central processing?
Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Did you examine the exposed wiring?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both.
Where were you around the time of the attack on Outpost Opportunity?
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
What do you know about Alpha?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
You can't tell me what to do. You determined the wires were specifically configured to reroute coordinate commands from Initiate Alpha's location in the operations room.
I shall reduce them to a slime!
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
The time has come to fight the spiders again.
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
So, Operations. Got rerouted to somewhere else. We're not quite sure where else, but somewhere else.
Doctor's been in there a while now.
Alva's been here for how many years?
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Isn't that weird that they don't know how long she's been here? Like, that could be a thing.
I like that Alva. Granted, she's most likely lying through her teeth, but at least she's interesting.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
Maury hitting it that way, sir.
Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then.
No.
No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
Alright, you got a specialist.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Oh, for a few digits more, that's pretty funny. The control board allows users to update systems for the Zeranium overflow venting system. Look closer. Looks like we fixed it.
you're back. I see my choice in uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Maybe you can help me with some answers then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Am I correct in assuming the leak occurred right after the attack on the outpost?
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Do you happen to know anything about Initiate Alpha?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Did you see anyone lurking around here before or after the leak occurred?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Best be on my way.
I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Okay.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. Okay, so she said that card will let me into the research lab. Always account for standard deviation.
I mean, am I robbing them blind? Kind of. But who care? Who even care? Okay, let's see what this one does. So the essence of Vigor Kilo, 725 health over duration, plus 10 uranium poisoning. But it doesn't have no, it has 60 toxicity, so it still does the same.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
So when we routed the launch coordinates and push processing settings past tolerances.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization.
Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how.
She doesn't seem capable.
I wholeheartedly agree, but her incompetence hardly absolves her. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
The evidence doesn't prove she's guilty.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
The Endpoint? I wish I had a cool code name.
Is Commander not a cool enough moniker? What about the Scallywag? No?
Wait, how long have you been here undercover?
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult
Yeah, this is gonna be our freaking
More
companion.
Than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
You've been lying for years. Why should we listen to you now, you stupid
Perhaps
bitch?
you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
I say we force the Proctor to reveal who she's working with or without your help. Or am So do I, and I haven't seen enough proof to determine who's guilty or innocent here.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that.
You realize you'll only get killed if you try to stop her, right?
I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
Always happy to save lives. Anything else?
Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if she doesn't talk, shoot her.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies.
Oh, a plasma
Time
pistol.
to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Weird little leaf spring it's got.
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
That's that. Any thoughts about what I should do
Best
next?
search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Well, you sure cut them. That was breathtaking and hilarious. What artistry!
Ugh. Hearing one of my own NPCs fucking going nuts over her is annoying.
Artistry! What subterfuge!
Nice. So the designator is the two little things there. Access oversight control. Unlock toxic effluvium respiratory access. Rubbish bin. Commence message recovery. Proctor's Spoda. As you know, I value your sagacity when it comes to supervisory matters. With that said, allow me to put the following question to you. If you had a close colleague, a friend even, whose diligence appears to have slid and whose calculations may become increasingly error-ridden, what actions would you advise? Surely you should not consider submitting them for a promotion. Speaking hypothetically, of course. I await your counsel. Okay. The toxic effluvium repository might have clues. It's full of deadly neurotoxin.
Used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
I got the Zeranium ray. Okay, nothing else in the room. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite active fighting between AT's Choice and the Order. Instead, it has only resulted in an investigation of both locations that threatens to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Luvino from the start. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us. Another further failure will be met with severe consequences. In light of recent setbacks, DeVries has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A467. Further instructions will be issued at the time of my predetermining.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yeah, I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine DeVries.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
Guess you can't stay. Any idea what's next for you? Becoming a companion on my fucking quest,
I could
unfortunately.
use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Help someone with mysterious unfinished business? How could I say no?
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Let's meet up later on their ship, Marisol.
Well,
fuck
then,
you.
Until the appointed hour.
Yeah, fuck off. Now I gotta
My
go
fellow
confront the
loyalists,
abbot.
It is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent
Oh
from
my
reaching
god,
the launch
Wiley
area.
was a dick?
But the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Unsurprising that a group of betrayers would be betrayed by their own. Let us track this seer down and give him a thorough bludgeoning.
Uh-huh.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
Understood, Dan? Understood? Oh.
Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
I'm probably gonna relent and put that girl on my team for this because it's gonna be important. Cause she's gonna have some story thing to say and who gives a fuck, but you know, we're gonna do it. And I should have enough to unlock the weapon. The Lonesome Ranger. While in combat and not attacking, gain 33% damage every 2 seconds until you attack, reload, or swap weapons. Ooh. What?
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere. Or could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are.
You're taking this better than expected?
I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. Once endured a week-long bombardment in a foxhole with only enough rations to last 3 days. Screams went on twice that long. Some of us still ain't fully recovered. We should move on, unless you got something for me?
A lot's happened recently. I'm sure you have thoughts.
I feel sick that Victor chose to end his life the way he did.
You weren't there.
And he was prepared to do it from the start. Law. DeVries doesn't deserve that kind of loyalty from anyone.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating.
What
I
about?
was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help.
Precipitating her oscillators?
You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware and systems from deteriorating further.
Time comes for all of us, I suppose.
Yep, gotta fill the hours with something, right? Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it.
When I'm working on an engineering problem, my mind goes quiet.
That's it exactly. Everything else turns into kind of a low static hum. Easier to ignore. Val saved my life after Horizon Point. And she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor. Even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yamri. But thanks for stopping by. Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
What were you picturing?
Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I don't envy anyone in the Order's janitorial sciences. They're gonna have a hell of a time scraping him off the walls. And the floors. And the ceiling. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
No chance. She's crazy.
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just... I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
You're very different people.
True. But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
We'll deal with her when the time comes.
Oh, I'm not worried. Didn't mean to give you that impression, Commander. That business with Victor just had me cogitating on the past. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now.
Kinetic pulse redistributor? Dragoon helmet is fun. I think I just want the cowboy hat. It's not really worth it, is it? Has not unlocked that. It's not unlocked. Nobody's unlocked nothing. But we do have levels, so I should be able to go to my companions and yeah, I can set everybody. So he's got one. When Niles is in the party, containers have a small chance to contain a large cache of scrap metal. Or, while exploring, he periodically calls out enemies he spots, revealing them on the minimap. He also makes it more difficult for enemies to spot you. That's good. Val has 2 points. Party members affected by Valerie's life injection module trait receive a moderate armor bonus for a moderate duration. Or, whenever Valerie uses her trait, all other party members, including herself, are also healed for a moderate amount. I like that one. Gain additional crafting resources when breaking down items with Valerie in the party. Or lockpicks. Portable capacitor distribution. Occasionally tosses a small portable capacitor near you. Walking over them automatically activates them. Restoring gadget energy attacking them causes them to explode, dealing shock damage. Has a cooldown between uses. Or analyze an enemy in the combat, marking them. While active, your attacks against the target apply effects depending on the location of their body you hit. Legs knocked down, head stunned, torso and arms bleed. I like that. Then your attacks against targets affected by Marisol's companion ability restore gadget energy. Or companion ability now affects an area around the target, applying its effects to all nearby enemies. That's weird that they did that. Torpifying Blast, use a gadget of her own design. She shoots energy at a specified target, stunning and showering them with magnetic energy. While the effects last, the target cannot move, and all the attacks against targets are critical hits. Holy crap, that's really good. They're gonna make me put that bitch on my team. I hate it. No, I don't wanna. I think she's annoying. You're gonna have to go and then put you on. Because story-wise, it's gonna be most meaningful. But yeah, it's nearly been 6 hours, so I think I'm actually just gonna go. And we'll confront Wiley next time. I'll go ahead and fast travel there anyway.